Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start episode 690 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Chapter 1204, Losing Both the Lady and the Troops. Luckily, I have the teleportation talisman, able to move 10,000 miles in an instant. This time, I was careless. Who would have thought Chen Yuan, that dog thief, was hiding so deeply, playing the pig to eat the tiger? No wonder Sister Xylan lost to him. It's not just about cultivation level, but that he commands a million Saint Sun's army. Without absolute power to suppress, who would obey him? It seems only by breaking through to Star River level myself can I stand a chance to defeat him. Luckily, this time I gained 2 Fate 1000 machine fruits and 100 gene of 10,000-year Divine Bee Nectar, enough to take the crucial step forward. Once I break Star River level, my power will multiply tenfold. Chen Yuan won't stand a chance. Now, better recall the 2 artifacts. Lijiu's Saint Sun muttered and cast a formation to summon back his artifacts. As pinnacle level 6 civilization artifacts, they wouldn't be lost easily or be absorbed by others. Even separated by billions of miles, the artifacts could be summoned back. So although he didn't immediately retrieve them, he wasn't too worried. At this moment, Chen Yuan faintly felt the normally obedient Blade Mountain diagram and Xuanwu Bell inside his inner world stir restlessly. They seemed to want to break the spatial barrier and escape. Fortunately, Chen Yuan's inner world spatial barrier was much stronger than typical star system level experts, so they weren't immediately taken back. Trying to run after jumping into my pocket? System, begin recognition process. I want Blade Mountain Diagram and Xuanwu Bell to recognize me as their master. Ding. 2 level 6 civilization artifacts recognition requires 40,000 enhancement points. Confirm consumption. Confirm. Ding. Spiritual imprint of Xuanwu Bell and Blade Mountain Diagram being erased. Erasure complete. Master recognition ritual finished. Ding. Current enhancement points remaining. 411,200. Lijiu's Saint Sun, about to summon his artifacts, suddenly suffered a heavy blow to his mind and spat out a mouthful of old blood. What's happening? My Blade Mountain Diagram. My Xuanwu Bell. Why have they lost all connection? Their spiritual imprints have been erased. No. Chen Yuan, you dog thief. I will tear you apart. Lijiu's mind completely collapsed after losing 2 artifacts. Not only lost face, but also paid a heavy price. Lost both wife and troops. Xylan, favorability plus 10. Xylan, favorability plus 10. Current favorability, minus 30 points. Last time she lost to Chen Yuan, Xylan Goddess wasn't fully convinced. She thought it was accidental, a clever trick by Chen Yuan. In a true power contest, she didn't think she was weaker. But this recent battle had no deception. Chen Yuan suppressed Lijiu's Saint Sun with near absolute strength. Even the Xuanwu Bell couldn't block him. If it were her, she probably couldn't endure that terrifying sword. Lijiu's Saint Sun was somewhat disappointing. I clearly told him I once lost to Chen Yuan, yet he still issued a challenge out of disdain for Chen Yuan's cultivation rank. This kind of reckless bravery is truly a losing strategy. Xylan Goddess shook her head. She had some fondness for Lijiu's Saint Sun before, but now that's almost gone. She kicked him right out of her candidates. In this vast universe, only the strong deserve respect. The weak lose everything, no excuses. Lose is lose. Sis, this Lijiu's Saint Sun doesn't seem impressive, with 2 level 6 artifacts yet beaten badly, and his 5 elements Great Palm technique only half-baked. The 5 elements Saint was once able to shatter a star with 1 palm. How did Lijiu degrade it so badly? Such disgrace to our ancestors. Ziming's Saint Sun couldn't help but complain. The 5 elements Great Palm's power is immense and requires 100% mastery of all 5 elements laws for the true effect. Lijiu's Saint Sun probably has more Fate 1000 machine fruits. Maybe he'll be stronger next time we see him, Xylan Goddess analyzed objectively. But even so, she didn't respect Lijiu. Chen Yuan, how do you know the 9-turn star technique? That's a secret royal technique of our Shenlan Empire. Blue Star Moon asked immediately. Chen Yuan felt awkward. Hard to explain without saying. I beat you, so I got your skill reward. Ahem. Well, the 9-turn star technique was taught by your family, as a condition to protect you inside the inheritance sanctuary. Chen Yuan casually explained. So it's true. Father really plans to marry me to Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan practicing 9-turn star technique means he agreed to marry me. Though father arranged this without asking me, my heart doesn't resist, but rather looks forward to it. How embarrassing. Princess Xingyue blushed and looked down, shy but skillfully coy. A 99% beauty's bashfulness is like 100 flowers blooming, breathtakingly beautiful. Chen Yuan's eyes went wide. Blue Star Moon, favorability +1. Current favorability, 96 points. Ding. Loyal admirer Blue Star Moon favorability past 96 points. Reward enhancement points plus 100,000. Current enhancement points, 511,200. Whoa, I'm actually profiting again. Profiting what? Nothing. Xingyue, you're truly beautiful. Hearing Chen Yuan's sudden compliment, Blue Star Moon's face flushed even redder. Like a little apple, irresistible to bite. You? I'm not talking to you anymore. Shy. Blue Star Moon covered her face, heart pounding wildly. Chapter 1205. I have not the slightest interest in you. Has Chen Yuan ever done something like this for Blue Star Moon? Xylan Goddess asked curiously. To her, a man willing to make huge sacrifices for the woman he loves isn't likely to be a bad person, especially when it involves a supreme heritage like the sovereign legacy. In this vast universe, there are countless prodigies. Among trillions of heir saint sons, not even one might become a cosmic sovereign. Even top prodigies like Xylan Goddess and Lijua Saint Sun don't dare say they're guaranteed to become cosmic sovereigns. Talent is everywhere, but who can truly reach the supreme? That's uncertain. Thus, the sovereign legacy is an incredibly precious chance, even for top prodigies, rare and coveted. Chen Yuan was willing to give up the sovereign legacy to fulfill the wishes of his beloved. At least that shows he's a man of feeling. Girls generally don't dislike men willing to sacrifice for love, because, to them, it's a noble quality. Xylan, favorability +10. Xylan, favorability +10. Current favorability, -10 points. Order the army forward. Though the giant beehive has been raided once, there may be treasures left that Lijua Saint's son didn't take. Chen Yuan commanded. The million-strong army surged toward the hive, facing almost no serious resistance. The defenders were mostly old and weak bees, about 200,000 in total. They swept through again. Upon entering the hive, countless heir saint sons were stunned. It was like a blessed paradise, filled with rare treasures and herbs. Is that a 50,000-year-old Wuji fruit? And a 100,000-year-old nether flower? Boss, can you grant this nether flower to me? It has incredible use for the technique I practice, the nether saint son eagerly requested. Fine, the nether flower is yours. Thank you, leader, he beamed. There are whole patches of cosmic treasures here. Even the worst ones are over 20,000 years old. Some over 100,000 years old. We're about to get rich. Zimming Saint Sun was excited too. Where did Yin Feng go? That 150,000-year-old purple fire grass is reserved for him. If a fire attribute master refines it, his cultivation could skyrocket by 10,000 years. Strange, I don't see him here. Chen Yuan carefully scanned around, noticing Yin Feng's absence. Yin Feng has 9 heavens fire. He shouldn't be so easily killed. So where did he vanish? Xingyue, have you seen Yin Feng? No. I saw him once when I returned to the main force, but haven't seen him since. Forget him. Here are 3 top-grade treasures. Purple fire grass, water sky flower, dragon blood fruit. All over 100,000 years old. Take them. Chen Yuan waved his hand, handing Blue Star Moon the 3 herbs. He himself took only 3, splitting the rest evenly. The biggest haul was 50,000 liters of 10,000-year divine bee nectar. Enough for every one of the millionaire saint sons to get a share. The divine bee nectar is made by cosmic giant bees collecting nectar from various millennia-old herbs. Pure, uncontaminated. 1 sip can detoxify, heal the body, enhance cultivation, miraculous effects. Every drop is precious. This haul was truly abundant. Chen Yuan didn't hog the benefits, taking only 3 20,000-year-old herbs, winning the unanimous respect of all heir saint sons. If they were leader, they'd at least keep half the loot. Not as generous as Chen Yuan. That's the difference in character. Chen Yuan simply thought there were too many herbs. Refining them would be a hassle. His energy absorption speed was about the same as absorbing herbs, and he didn't mind impurities. So most herbs made little difference except those over 100,000 years old. Leader Chen Yuan, may I add you as a friend on the Cosmic Comm Network? A gorgeous female heir, star system rank 7 and above 98 in looks, approached Chen Yuan suddenly. May I ask who you are? Hello, Leader Chen Yuan. I'm Lian Mi, the legitimate daughter of the Lian clan from Qian star. Our ancestors produced a cosmic sovereign, whose power crushed Liege US Saint's son. I admire you greatly. Please leave me your Cosmic Comm ID. So even if I leave the inheritance sanctuary, we can still stay in touch. Lian Mi swayed her curvy figure, looking pitiful and adorable. Ding. Flatterer mode activated. Ding. Binding failed. Lian Mi. Current favorability 80 points. Too high. Not eligible for flatterer binding. At this moment, Lian Mi's deliberate closeness to Chen Yuan was noticed by Xylan Goddess and Blue Star Moon. This woman's talent, background, appearance, figure, and personal strength were all top tier. Sorry, I don't want any contact with you. Please stay away. I have not the slightest interest in you. Chen Yuan said bluntly. For a gorgeous female heir, these words were a public slap in the face. So damn disrespectful. Is he blind? Such a stunning top-tier beauty. Star system rank 7 with sovereign blood, and he rejects her so decisively? Lian Mi was stunned, her face flushed with a mix of shame and anger. But considering Chen Yuan's overwhelming power and his role as million-strong army leader, she forced herself to endure. Then she turned away, tearful and aggrieved. That only reduced 30 favorability points, still 50 left. Should have been harsher. Should have cursed him out more. Chen Yuan's behavior completely overturned Xylan Goddess's original impression of him. Isn't he the guy who flirts shamelessly with female heirs everywhere, chasing women left and right? Lian Mi's beauty and talent are top-notch, yet he refused her? Strange. Such a lecher suddenly having limits? Which side is the real him? She grew curious about Chen Yuan's true nature, including his background and origins, which needed thorough investigation. No one in the Alliance knew much about Chen Yuan. Only vague rumors. From a level 7 civilization, wielding pinnacle level 6 artifacts, unmatched wisdom, tremendous power, and some secret info about the inheritance sanctuary. But exactly which level 7 civilization and his background, no one knew. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.